case studies. I call this anatomy of a case study. I'm going to go into Responsible by Nature. It's an Excel Energy content site, and here we've got a whole bunch of different case studies. I don't really like the way they're set up here, but it's the way they are. I'm not a web designer. I'm a writer, and so here's what I want to get into is I wanted to walk you through a couple of these web case studies because I really want to show you how to stick to a winning case study formula. I think it's a successful case study formula. Here's Mile High Bakery. It's a great case study we did on a facility out in Colorado. And I'm going to bring it up the PDF here so we can actually look at it. That was sort of the preview area. So, commercial bakery retrofit creates fresh thinking about energy efficiency. Now, hook fairly, titles, nothing totally exciting, but I'll get back to that in just a second for searchability reasons. Because most likely you're going to want a case study title that has a little kind of SEO gravity with it. So, get back to that in a sec, but let's just walk through here. And this is the formula I really like, and you're going to see it in some different sorts of ways or versions or different ways of saying it. But basically, here we got a background meeting rising expectations, challenge considering all the possibilities, results, a wide range of cutting edge solutions were developed, and then that's it. It really, a case study, as I've been talking about earlier, really gets around what's going on, what's the challenge, and what are the results. And I really like this by the numbers little synopsis, snapshot, financial snapshot, whatever you want to call it. That's really helpful because if anything else, people will go in and they'll say, and they look at that and they see, oh, okay, there's some real numbers, there's some real things going on here, and then they'll get into it hopefully a little further. It's a great way to spring people into reading because don't think people read everything you write, obviously, and you want to guide them through, and you want little hooks that bring them into your case study. Here's another one, these pull quotes. I call them pull quotes, but they may be from the content, they may not. Sometimes they're just best on their own. And there's some, what I like to say, it's sort of the color commentary. You may hit all the facts and figures and interesting things here, the meat and potatoes, but you want a little color where people may think about, just add a little more of a human element to it. The wow factors for us were efficiency, functionality, and aesthetics. Things just a little, like I was saying, a little more of the emotion. Now, on this case study, the second page gets into just some other. It's an extension of the results in essence, but it really kind of carries into some other areas. This retrofit had employee comfort, safety, and productivity in mind. Trash and water savings too. The new gold standard of green. There's some great supporting pieces that maybe didn't necessarily fit exactly into the results area or the challenge or background, but they were really worth mentioning, and I think they tie in nicely on the back end of this case study. Of course, call to action, you got to have that in there, and that's that. So back up to commercial bakery retrofit creates fresh thinking about energy efficiency. Well, I'm working around keywords like energy efficiency. I also wanted to consider commercial bakery would be kind of an interesting another SEO angle to it. Retrofit is not going to be a high search term. Fresh thinking is just sort of adds a little kind of fun element to the story. And what you're really doing here is just you're telling a story, and that's why those quotes are great, and it comes together nicely. So let's go back into another one. I'm going to just navigate you through here, and I'm going to take a look at another case study that we did was interesting because don't ever think that you always need a huge sample for for a case study or one of your larger clients. Here is something we did for Cocopelli Liquors. This is a small liquor store out on the western slope of Colorado, and it is not, a huge energy play, but smarter refrigeration technologies help Coca-Cola Liquors dial down energy expenses. This is great. This is a little retail operation, and they're out in Grand Junction. That's in the western slope. I learned western slope working in a lot of the Colorado jurisdictions. Other side of the Rockies, basically, more towards Utah, and it's on the western side of Colorado. So very arid, dry, and here's the situation: high desert town on the western slope. Da da da. Get into the owner. He's got a nice pull quote here. Situation, the solution. They arranged to have a consultant come in and bring in some refrigeration upgrades and updates. And there's all the numbers, the financial snapshot, which is really always a big draw. Here's a bit of a stock photo there, but that's often what you get from vendors. And the call to action kind of bumped up here. The layout ended up a little different on this one, but then here's what they did. Here's the results, and it's nice. But I'm showing this to get across the point that you can go small, and you got to remember your audience. You can have you may have a lot of small customers, and it could be very applicable to a large portion of your market. So think about that. Don't think it's always the big tunas that win everything. You need to consider some of the small folks too. And that was kind of the fun part of doing that case study, because it was a little bit of a more intimate, smaller business. Let me just rifle through one more of them here. Here's probably a good example of picking a case study that was even just almost just kind of bizarre in the fact that it's a parking ramp and it's lighting, but the numbers are really spectacular. And again, this is a pretty attractive kind of sub market in our LED technology lighting that we're pushing for building managers and folks like that. So here we are. LED technology helps prominent Denver office tower double down savings on parking garage. So here we are again. Nice pull quote. They double the lumens, which is the lighting intensity or quality, for just 20% of the electric use. That's $2,000 in savings every month. So that adds up, and that's kind of that's a nice pull quote. There's kind of the breakout of the numbers. The payback, I think, is always a big thing to have in there. Oops, lost you there. Sorry. Situation, wanting more of a good thing. They had an LED platinum certified building, but when they went down to the parking lot, it wasn't living up to kind of the rest of the building, and it was kind of dark and dangerous. So here's the solution.